All right, the mailman keeps coming, so we keep making videos. I hope you're not sick of them yet. What's up, everybody? My name is Aaron. I'm the Brick Scavenger. Looks like this is 2 pounds. I think it was just a little less than 2 pounds, and we paid $283. So I think that comes to like about $1.50 a fig. I have this vague memory that I may have made a mistake on this one. I don't know that for sure. But I have this vague, oh my gosh, look at this. How am I even going to get at this? For some reason, I had this vague memory that I was bored one night and I bid on something sort of out of boredom, which I will confess to happening at times. So I don't know if this is a good deal or not. Oh my gosh, it's a lot of stuff. Okay. So should we do it all in one video? Whatever. We'll just do it all in one video. So this is going to be, let's weigh it. It's very weighable. Well, we can only weigh it if we have a scale. And scale has magically disappeared. So I guess we're not, where did the scale go? All right, some high quality video to start here. I don't know where the scale went, sorry. It looks like it could be about 2 pounds-ish. Wait, where's the scale? I don't know. All right, my high quality video is falling apart, whatever. Okay, we're just going for it. So $283, let's assume it's about 2 pounds. I mean, the math will roughly work out. And so about $1.50 a fig. Can we find some treasure? Can we find, some really fun stuff in here? That's the goal. If you've never done this with me before, we're going treasure hunting. We're going to search through this stuff. We're going to sell the vast majority of it back to you guys on Whatnot and Bricklink. We'll probably keep a couple of things for our personal collection, but any profits that come from this, we get to reinvest in our Lego habit, so it's kind of fun. So stick around. Feel free to follow the links in the description if you want to see the Bricklink store or the Whatnot store. So we got some Mandalorian stuff here. We've got some random Ninjago stuff. There's a bunny. I think that's the wrong head. Oh, look at that cute head, though. It's got like some rosy cheeks. I haven't seen that. Maybe that is the right head. If it is the right head, I haven't seen it before. Anyway, not a great handful of stuff there, but the rabbit's cute. Let's see. We've got some Star Wars stuff. Some of these pilots are pretty good. This one's the olive green color, but I can't keep it straight. There's a villager from Minecraft. We've got a Sith trooper. Let's see. We got some old brown stuff there. That's some old stuff right there. Let's see. We've got, that looks like an old brown Ewok. I feel like you don't see the old brown Ewok very often. That's a pretty cool piece right there. Really hard to find the old brown torso that goes with that. So actually the value is in both of those pieces, not just the Ewok torso. Ooh. I think that, I'm quite sure that's the wrong head. I think, is that a time twin? Man, that would be sweet if that's a time twin. Unfortunately, that probably means we need to be really careful about the yellow heads. Usually I kind of blast through yellow heads, but we're going to have to be more careful because the time twin head, I think, has good value. We've got a clone torso here. That piece actually, I think, is pretty good. That I think it's the same mold as the Captain America one, but I think these go to I don't know, Chitauri or one of the Marvel Army building things. That does not look right to me. It's all beat. Yeah, there's something wrong with that one. I'm not sure what's going on with that. But it's beat anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to toss that. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see what else we can find in here. A really fake torso there. There you go. There's a Star-Lord helmet. Sold one of those on Bricklink last week, so that's good stuff. Look at that. You don't see that very often. The white version of the horse helmet. In fact, I'm not sure I've ever seen that. I wonder if it's real. Let's see. That looks fake as well. All right, not much to speak of there. Let's see. What else do we got? Some Minecraft stuff. There's a werewolf. That'll be good for the Halloween season coming up. I don't know what that is. Looks like maybe a Harry Potter thing. But otherwise, not much to speak of. Let's see. That is old brown right there. Nice. That's a good cape for sure. The old brown stuff is really hard to find. That looked like that might be a Garmadon thing. There's a tan helmet. That may be good. I can't keep all these helmets straight, but you don't see the tan one very often, so that means it's entirely possible that it's pretty good. Some of those helmets go for 20 bucks. I don't know that it's that one, but some of them do. We've got it's kind of beat, but parts of a clone there. Nice mustache on that guy. Let's see. Oh, that's very fake. Ninja Turtles, but I was going to say it looks wrong, and that's because it is wrong. All right, we're not walloping this haul, but again, at $1.50, you know, it's kind of worth taking a shot here. That, I think, is from a Harry Potter CMF, some Star Wars helmets, a cat right here. What the heck is that thing? Look at that little otter. That's cute. He's got his arm out. We've got a sand green skeleton. Where's your other floppy arm? Hopefully it's in here somewhere. We got a dinosaur. That's pretty fun. A Woody. There is the Sith Trooper helmet, or at least a Sith Trooper helmet. I don't know if that's the right one. Hopefully this is real. That is one of the, I think, the movie Ninja Turtle helmets. It's really hard to tell on some of these if they're real or not, but I think I see the Lego logo in there. We'll do some research on that, but I'm quite sure that one's real. So that's a good little find right there. There's an Ezra Bridger. There is an Ursula. There's some good parts and pieces in here, I suppose, but nothing that's like, you know, easy to deal with. There's an Asajj Ventress legs. You know, a part of this is the value of it, but a part of it is how much time does it take you to process it, right? And when it's just literally parts and pieces like this, the time component is huge. That looks like that might be Christmas Django. Is that Christmas Django? It might be. Got some fun pieces in here for sure. Let's see, not much to speak of there. There's another Sith Trooper helmet. And that looks like that is the P1 clone, I don't know, the sand green one. I can never remember what that one's called. We've got some kind of ghost there. I don't know, is that Morrow? I think Morrow is one of the ones you want to look for in that Ninjago world. I haven't noted. That looks like that is a Ninja Turtle, but I don't believe it goes with that. The movie Ninja Turtle ones, I think, are dark green, maybe. My memory could be bad on that, though. Let's see, some castle stuff. There's, I don't know what that is. Harry Potter, maybe. Not a ton to speak of there. Are we going to find something awesome, or are we just grinding our way? There's a beast thing. There's a kind of a beat-up clone helmet. Not much to speak of in that handful. That was almost awesome. Of course, the clip is broken because it's literally always broken. Those sort of, I can't remember, is it metallic blue or whatever it's called? Those super battle droid legs are wicked expensive, but they're always cracked. Look at this dude. This dude has taken a beating. Although, look, he's got a nice pauldron that he's hiding there. The rest of him is just absolute garbage. Let's see. Not much to speak of there. Anything else? Oh, come on. What a tease. What a tease. Too bad. Let's see. There is some legs for, I think that's the Ocean King. We've got a gauntlet that's fully smashed. Look at that right there. That's sweet. That's got all the Infinity Stones. There's another helmet in light bluish gray. All right, so bag number one wasn't stellar. I think it's okay. You know, there's a decent number of Star Wars pieces and things in there that will add up to being okay. It just wasn't Crusher Haul worthy at all. Let's see if number two is any better. Let's see. There's Calendar Man right there. Like Calendar Man, that's fine. He seems to be more popular than I really understand. Whoa, okay. How about Space Iron Man? Hello there. Nice. Where's your helmet, dude? That's a nice piece right there. Of course, the helmet and the mask are expensive pieces, but that's good stuff. What the heck? I don't think I've ever seen this Doc Ock before. Wow. Is that the right head for that? Whoa. I don't know anything about this Doc Ock. Nothing. But that's super cool. So we'll have to do some homework on that. There's a falcon. He's got his wings, although they look a little on the low side. Were they put on wrong? They may be put on wrong. But anyway, falcon. That, I think, is a pretty good Spider-Man, but I can never remember what it's called. I think blue and red is $20.99, right? So this is not that. But I can never remember. His stealth suit or something like that. Still a pretty good fig, for sure. Hey! Whoa! I thought this was just a Magneto. Look, when you look at it like that, I was like, oh, it's Magneto. Oh, they're beat. I was going to say, how about a couple parts of Deadpool? Which is what technically that and that is, but the legs have a couple nicks. Still will have value. That's not trash. So I'll post these legs to Bricklink with a note that says, you know, there's a couple of dings on the feet, but there will be somebody out there that wants that. I'll reduce the price on it, of course, because it's damaged, but somebody on a budget will want that for sure. There's Pepper Potts. Look at that. Hey, Pepper. That's a fun fig. I can't remember if I have this one on the wall. We'll do a field trip. Maybe we'll do a field trip after this bag. There is, wow, this bag is pretty good. What is it, all superhero? I guess so. Aquaman, Batman, whatever that dude is. I don't know, whatever that is. We've got a Loki right here. We've got, what the heck? What's going on with that face mask? Is that Sharpie? I think that might be Sharpie. That Batman torso is pretty fun. There's more Batman. Lots of Batman. There's a Hawkeye. We've got an Iron Man right here. More Iron Man. What the heck is an Islander doing in here? At least part of an Islander. Let's go. That's fun. That'll stay with me for sure. That looks like Shazam with the disgusting cape. So that's definitely not getting sold. But the rest of it, is it real? Yeah, it's real. That head fools me sometimes because I always think it's the head to that expensive Jack 14, but it's, you know, it's not. But it kind of feels that way. There's the Loki helmet. I don't know, is that Power Man or something? Rocket. I think this may be Power Man. Is it? I don't know if it's actually Power Man, but anyway, something like that. Joker. I don't know. Is that Sean Connery? Is that Alfred? I don't know what that is. I'm not sure. I don't know what that is. If you know, let me know in the comments what that is. We'll have to look that one up. Here's a Vulture that I'm dropping and some Batman stuff. There's a Spider-Man, probably from an advent calendar. Some many Batmans in there. All right. Let's see what else we got. Hey, there's the Pirate Batman. That's such a cool fig. It looks like it's in pretty good shape, too. We've got a little Doc Ock and Nick Fury there. We've got a, ooh, wait, is this a good Joker? Is that the Heath Ledger Joker? Is that the Heath Ledger Joker? Whoa. It might be. I can't remember, but whoa, if it is, sweet. There's a random Star Wars Mandalorian in this super fig haul. Here's another Star-Lord right here. There's a Riddler. There's parts of a, is it Mr. Freeze or Captain Cold? I can't remember. There's parts of a Loki again. There's a Minecraft fig, Batman, a Green Goblin in there. Let's see. What else do we got? Some random stuff, Jokers and henchmen, things like that. There's another Goblin. Here is more Star-Lord. There's a Hulk. I like these standard minifig-sized Hulks. They're kind of fun. Spider-Man, Captain America. There's a Riddler with really a fun print. That print is super fun. He's not overly expensive. The hat's cool with the hair on it. I think it's a fun fig, even if it's not super expensive. Captain America, the weirdest looking ugly thing I've ever seen. We've got a Superman. We've got a Spider-Man, a Batman. Hey, look at that. That is a little bit banged up. Too bad. Yeah, it's a little banged up. Somebody may still want it. That is Clark Kent right there. I didn't see Clark Kent's head. It may be in here somewhere. I don't know. I may have missed it, but Clark Kent is a pretty expensive fig if you've got him. That just having the torso and having it a little banged up is not all that exciting. Spider-Man, there's the ham thing or whatever. There's an Iron Spider. Deathstroke? Is that Deathstroke? I think that may be Deathstroke. There's a Hermione, a Thor, whatever spider thing that is, and a venom. All right. I think that was pretty good. Superheroes add up, and there's a couple things in there. Shall we do that field trip real quick? Let's go over to our Marvel section real quick before we get to bag number 3. And let's see if Pepper Potts is on the wall. I've been doing some cleaning. We'll have to do a room tour again at some point. But anyway, here's the Marvel section. I hope this, oh look, I found it right away. Yep, Pepper's on the wall. There's a good, kind of a quick look at our Marvel wall. We'll do a more thorough minifig tour at some point. Look, here's a quick view of the new setup in the room. We'll go over that later as well. But the good news is we have Pepper Potts. Is it Rescue or whatever it is? I can't remember. But she's not a cheap fig. That one's not cheap, so that one helps the bottom line for sure. I don't know if I have that Joker either, actually. This one looks like it's a ton of Ninjago. I don't know my Ninjago very well, so this may be embarrassing. But we'll do it on video for you guys. Because, you know, whatever. It's fun, right? I know there's a few things that are pretty good that we can hopefully find in here. But, you know, we've got these kind of army building guys, Nindroids. If I blast through a Ninjago fig that's good, let me know. That looks like it's a J of some type. I think that was a Nexonite, actually. There's a green snake head. Does that go to one of the snake generals? I hope so. I don't really know. Let's see. We've got Nia. Whoa, look at that face on Nia. Look at that thing. She looks possessed or something. Oh, look at that. Hello there. I don't know if I have that one either, but yeah. I can never remember her name. Akira, something like that. Those cape pieces are not expensive. I mean, they are expensive. Let's go. They are not cheap. We got a Lloyd here. Again, I don't know. I don't know what these things, like, is that a $5, a $50? I don't know. Hey, look at that. Is that Possessed Lloyd right there? That might be Possessed Lloyd. Possessed Lloyd is an expensive figure. That I do know for sure. There's a dark blue cape, seen better days. Hey, look at this. There is the, oh, okay, that's a good sign for the Snake General. Let's go. Acidicus? Is that, I don't know. I just use that name. I call all of them Acidicus because I don't really know their names. Here's some more Nexonite stuff. Look at those guys. Those armies are super fun to build. We've got a keychain from what I assume is Zane. There's a, I don't know, looks like a Nexonite combo, but actually that's a pretty good mock build right there. Look at that. Let's see. Whoa, Lloyd just went flying. A snake. Anything else in here? Look at that right there. That's a nice hair piece right there. Uh-oh. Something went flying. A hair. Random hair. There's a, I don't know, whatever that is. Zane. There's a Ninja Turtle shell on a J, I believe. That one looks super weird. That's because it is super weird. All right. All right. Anything else in here worth noting? We've got, that's got to be the torso, right? We got a whole Snake General in here, it looks like to me. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Looks to me like we have a whole, I'm just making up the name Acidicus, but maybe that's what that is. One of them is Acidicus, I know, but there you go. Look at that. Sweet. All right. Let's see. We've got Creepy Eyes Dude. I know one of these helmets with the pattern is really expensive, but I can never remember which one it is. I've made the mistake of selling the wrong one on Bricklink before. Oh wait, maybe this is the head. Is that the head? I don't know. Maybe that's the head. So I've got to be more diligent about the pattern on that thing because you know, I obviously want to be accurate on Bricklink. So I need to do a better job with that, but we'll work on it, you know. But look, here's another one. You know, there's some of those helmets are wicked good. I just don't know which ones they are. They're like really, really expensive. Let's see. Anything else in here worth noting? This video's gotten a little on the long side. Garmadon. That dude's got a fun torso. There's another Snake General head. Look at that. Okay. Anything else in here? There's a fun shield. I don't think that's a Ninjago shield, but nevertheless. There may be some other good stuff in here we're going to have to go through a little more carefully, but it looks like that may be about it. I think I find this one regularly and think it should be good, and it's not actually that good. Some kind of J guy, but I don't know. There you go. All right, another haul in the books. I already forgot what we paid for this, but I think we got a pretty good deal on it. So we'll get this stuff up onto Bricklink, and we'll have some of it on Whatnot. So feel free to stop by on either one of those to say hi. I would love to chat Lego with you guys on Whatnot, so feel free to let me know that you're hitting up these YouTube videos as we go. Thank you guys for being here. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. We'll see you next time.